I'm on a new piece of public. I'm 50 yards from the parking lot, and I just bumped up a deer. Bedded right down there by the water. There's a lake right here, and there's people everywhere. I'm on this walking trail. I want to get on the backside of these ridges. There's little draws. Broke off the main trail. It's a deer trail right here. There's a whole bunch of buckthorn down there, and we got some white oak saplings and a bunch of white oaks up in here. There's a red oak right there. Red oak. It's a white oak. So yeah, a lot of nice food in here for these deer. This trail comes right up through all the buckthorn and heads right up this ridge. Top of this ridge here. Some fresh tracks. This kind of looks like a scrape almost. But got a little rub right here. Tore up that. These have all been rubbed up. I think this is bedding up in here. Actually, looks like there's a bed right here. Top of this ridge. All these little saplings here. That was rubbed. Yeah, this trail goes right through here. You can see it. There's those two rubs, but I'm not really seeing much else. Found a bed right here. Bed right up there. All in this backing of these little oak saplings. Heavy trail right here. Looks like a bed right there. I don't think this is public, and I don't think this gets pressured all that much. Bed right under there. In the shade. Man, there's ticks everywhere though. I'm getting full of these things. I sprayed myself down. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get to where I want to go, and I'll if I see anything cool, I'll show you guys. There's this big oak tree. I think it's a swamp oak. But got a bed right here. Probably some beds in there. It's a nice one. You can crash back into here if you get in trouble. Nice ridgy area. Another bed. These look like they're being used right now. Probably bumping deer out of here. I'm gonna get up over there and check it out. This is some assumed bedding down in here. And right on the edge. Big rub right there. Both sides. Looks like this one's torn up a little bit. I don't really want to go too far in this stuff, but it looks good. It's so hot today. I bet these bucks are just laying in here yet. I don't think they're gonna get up for a long time. It's a trail right here. A rub right there. Here's a rub. It's pretty high up. That's like hip height. Right off this trail here that leads into all this stuff. Acorn. Like raspberries and stuff in here. That looks like it was rubbed. Look at this. See, they're all bitten off. All that stuff's way taller than all this stuff right here. Back in there is way taller than that. There's a kind of a trail going through here. Hard to see. Well, we found our first trail camera. Right in this little open spot. Here's a pretty good one here. See it go down and up the other side. It's a pretty good trail right there. opens out into the CRP. That way. Or it comes around. It's kind of hard to see trails of this stuff. And that right here. That's how much they use that. That's pretty cool. And it's like, I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's real steep right here. The lake is that way. I lost deer sign by where that hunter was. It's picking up back towards the people. I think there's something to that. Man, I'm sweating. It's like 95 or something. It's humid. I just bumped up another deer behind me. Back by the lake. Bed right in this stuff. CRP on the edge of the oaks and the pines. That drops down to the lake in there. Headed down to a little section that no one probably goes to. It's just right next to the lake. You gotta walk around the lake to get here. Through up and all that stuff. By people. Starting to get less ticks, more mosquitoes. That's how you know it gets good. I got below all this stuff. All those oaks and stuff. All up there. Get down to where I'd probably hunt. Big old historical. Looks like historical. Whole bunch of deer tracks and stuff. This could be a scrape right here. Found a jar of something. I'm not really sure what that is. It's thick in here. I really shouldn't be in bedding right now, but I couldn't resist. This looks like a historical. It's real looking good down here. Historical right there. Trail. I want to go down there more. Look at this one. I'm 6'4". Top of it's to my hip. It's all the way around that tree. See, you got it there too. Trail. Big two trails. Only that. Coming from down there. That bedding. Man, is it hot out here. Probably might be a bed scrape even. Call it that. But yeah, there's some thicker stuff in here. Deer kind of eating on this stuff. All in here. I was just walking back to my car after getting out of the thick stuff, and look at this. Big trail right here. Oh man, this is rubbed up in here. One right there. One right there. One right there. All on this trail. Man, they're like big. Really nice rug. Right on this little bridge. Tracks. I'm at the top of the ridge now. The lake's right there. The deer trail was just beat all the way up here. It was like, I found a deer skull. I found a really old deer skull. It was half eaten away by bugs. If you find a deer skull on public land, you're probably where nobody's been in a long time. And I think that's where I am. Back down is low. I'm thinking that tree right there and get right up in there. This trail comes right through here. Keeps going. The road's right up there. I'm not very far from the road at all. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do it and see what happens. I'm liking the sign I'm seeing in here. And I'm not gonna let the road stop me. Look at all this. It's mid-June. Those rubs are for sure from last year. They were not too low. I don't think anybody really goes in this stuff. I mean, the lake's only right there and the road's only right here. A little secluded in here. Here's what she looks like from the road. The rub there. The rub there, they glow. Oh my gosh. Did you guys hear that? Just spooked a deer. They just glow in there. They're all over in there. Looks like a doe. Yeah, it's a doe. Well, you hear about those spots all the time. Right next to the road, right next to the parking lot, where nobody goes. You can always hear that, but it feels good to finally see that. I feel like what I'm doing, it might actually pay off. I did a little more looking around off camera. There's a lot of rubs in there. There's a lot. And there's a lot, I found some beds. I didn't want to go too much, I didn't want to get off track in there, because I don't want to mess that spot up. Like all the other spots that I've been to on this property. This is my first time here, but I'm pushing further because I'm not seeing the sign that I want to see. So I'm just trying to make this, I'm being optimistic, not realistic. So I think that I need to kind of move on faster from spots from now on. And I like the spot that I found. It's so close to the road, but I don't really care because I don't think anybody goes in there. And I can access it from the road and not scare those deer out of there. I can hunt the crosswind, I can hunt. That'll be a good spot, I think, for October or something. When it looks like those deer cross the road, so I'm gonna look at Onyx and see what's on the other side of the road, but I'm liking that spot a lot.